Susie Kuneyuna is a survivor.
I'm free of him. It feels good to be free of him. I'm not tied down to him anymore.
This apartment is her fresh start, and in the few years she's been here in Yellowknife, it's become home. But over the pandemic, Kuneyuna says she's witnessed violence against women on the other side of her living room wall.
We're not supposed to be doing laundry after 11. You know, you can tell whenever there's lots of noise in there, sometimes arguing. Many times there's a woman screaming. It's when those women are screaming for help.
It's triggering, and she says with the cold weather, there's been more homeless and vulnerable women coming into the apartment and enduring violence from partners. Across the country, medical associations and women's organizations have been reporting higher rates in domestic violence due to COVID-19 restrictions like self-isolation. The N.W.T is no exception. There's been more emergency protection orders given out. APTN National News spoke with women's expert Dr. Patrice Moffat over the summer on the topic as she led research on prevention and risk assessment.
We don't have police in every community. Now, some of the communities are very small. We don't have victim services in every community. We don't have shelters. We don't have safe houses. So those just right there are huge.
Last fall, the territorial government set up an interdepartmental working group to review programs providing family violence supports. Moffat says it's a good start, but wants to see immediate action, like implementing screening questions in government resources that women access.
Could be in the emergency department at the hospital, because people may be very reluctant, but if you ask the question every time, and if people become more trusting of the healthcare professional, and then what we have to do as well, even if once we have these tools in place, what are we going to do about it when someone says, yes, I feel I'm in a vulnerable position?
Kuneyuna agrees. When she suffered a stroke and had to be medevaced out of her home of Cambridge Bay, her abuser was assigned as her medical escort, even though RCMP had been called just days before over threats he would kill her. But coming to Yellowknife was a blessing in disguise. When Kuneyuna regained the ability to talk the next day, she told the doctor, and victim services got involved. Her abuser was dismissed of escort duties and sent back north while she transitioned to a women's shelter.
That was my healing project.
She made this quilt during her stay as she received the help that she needed to get back on her feet.
When I got it done, it felt like that I had stitched my shattered heart back together.
Charlotte Mort Jacobs, APTN National News, Yellowknife.